Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the. I'm Chris,
Cardos.
and today we're gonna try something. We got a new segment for you guys called One Shot, and today we're gonna focus on Hugh Jackman and his career as Wolverine, which started back in 2000.
2000. Early on.
17 years, man. 17 years.
Say it the way he says it.
17 years. 17. I don't know how the Australians say it. 17. They're a bit lazy. So let's start with the first movie, X-Men. Jinx, you owe me soda. So yeah, X-Men. I mean, we can have a little picture here of how he looked in the first X-Men movie.
It was the beginning of a franchise.
I mean, yeah, it was Patrick Stewart's beginning as Professor X, Ian McKellen,
because
Magneto. And I guess it was like the first official. This movie came out, I think, after Spider-Man came out, or I don't know if it was. No,
Spider-Man. I think it came out before.
This
Spider-Man.
one was first, right?
Yeah,
this
it was before. So it was the first one with a franchise. So
I don't know. I just
old school.
Old school, yeah.
Old school.
Hugh Jackman was not as ripped as he is now. Like, if it's so weird if you go back and you watch it. He's really fucking tiny. His hair looks ridiculous.
He's all hairy. He's all hairy and no muscle. His body definitely transformed better over the years.
That's the one that had like the fucking crazy looking saber tooth.
The only thing that he had originally going in that movie is that he actually wore a suit, the X-Men suit in that movie.
They weren't. Well, we'll get back to that. I mean, they introduced like the leather. This was like the time when like the Matrix came out and shit. So like black leather was a big thing. I don't know why it was.
Still a big thing.
You had Blade and shit like that. So
it was pretty.
They
good.
weren't even really like comic book suits. They was just literally just like
it was
black.
a uniform. It was an X-Men
like
uniform.
Leather uniforms that had a little X symbol. But
he didn't go on to wear it in X-Men 2, did he?
I don't think so. I don't.
Right?
I honestly don't remember.
That's when he was in the motorcycle leaving and stuff.
Remember, this was 17 years ago. But yeah, I think he did. I think he did a pretty good job. I mean, as Wolverine, not everybody knew who Wolverine was. He got the little, his claws looked pretty dope.
He definitely made X-Men stand out.
Yeah, and then his little...
even though Cyclops is still the main...
Yeah, well, that's another thing. I don't think they did Cyclops justice, but let's go. That's his first movie, so let's go to the second one. X-Men 2. Which I think is like one of the best movies in the whole franchise. Like, that movie was badass. And,
I like the origin story to him.
Yeah,
they a little bit of...
All the X movies sort of focus on Wolverine. If you think about it,
all the movies are based around him.
Yeah,
regardless.
so he was kind of like their tentpole character. Like Wolverine, I don't know how, usually in the comics Wolverine wasn't really the tentpole. It was Cyclops or like there was no tentpole character for the X-Men because they were all fucking badass. Gambit, Rogue, Iceman. But for some reason they decided, which is, I don't blame him. Hugh Jackman's a good actor. They focused on him, so this one they went more background on Wolverine. Stryker. This one had
having him with the flashbacks.
Lady Deathstrike too, right?
Yeah.
In X-Men 2.
Mm-hmm.
Lady Deathstrike. Yeah, we had some flashback scenes. Basically, you get they show you how like Wolverine got his claws and.
It was more of a teaser.
Yeah, basically, yeah. I guess
for the origins.
Yeah, setting
Wolverine.
up for movies later on down the road.
Because it kind of made you. It left pieces missing for you to wonder what actually did happen between Stryker and him, which led onto a later on movie, which was X-Men Origins. But before we get to that, we got X-Men: The Last Stand. Yeah. So before we even get to X-Men: The Last Stand, what X-Men 2 did is it sort of like solidified his relationship with Jean because he was really, really, really like. I love Jean, but she's with Scott Cyclops, if you don't know the name. But yeah, and in the end of X-Men 2, she kind of dies, and that was like a big scene. Like they were all hurt, Or so we thought.
Yeah. And then now we got X-Men 3. So X-Men 3 still kind of, I guess this one didn't focus as much on Wolverine. This one was more on
Wasn't it the most disliked by a lot of people?
Yeah, this one was the
got
most
a lot
disliked.
of heat.
Yeah, this one was the most disliked movie out of all of them.
Which I didn't think it was that bad. I enjoyed it when I first saw the movie. Then again, I wasn't as...
Effects-wise, it's cool, because you had Angel, you had Iceman, who actually went into full ice form.
Iceman and the fire...
And Pyro.
Yeah, and they go at it, right?
Yeah.
So it was pretty good.
You had Beast. Beast was cool. He made his appearance in X-Men 3.
It was definitely a lot more characters than what we had seen in the first two movies.
Yeah, it was really effects heavy, and they introduced a lot of characters.
Yeah.
And they introduced Dark Phoenix, so it was based off the Dark Phoenix storyline. So basically, what Dark Phoenix was
the most
Jean's like the most hidden power. There's a cool scene too that they were like Professor X and like Magneto were before they're enemies. They go to and try to recruit her,
and she just
So she's essentially she's like really one of like the strongest,
most overpowered character without a doubt in that universe at the time. There was nobody else that could really
and you know, Scott dies in the beginning, which was
terrible.
Fucking
favorite character out of the like.
It kind of sucks. So then this is how it sort of focused on Wolverine again, because now Wolverine's the leader of the X-Men.
Because there was nobody else that really got attention.
They try to tease like Storm was the leader, but it was really Wolverine. Like,
Halle Berry just couldn't do it.
Yeah, he took control, and that's when they had you had Colossus.
Oh yeah. So, his first appearance.
Kitty Pryde, all of them like teaming up.
And Rogue came back.
Yeah, Rogue came back, and I think a really, really, really cool scene in that just focus, since we're talking about Wolverine, is Wolverine walking towards Jean and she's like ripping his skin off.
That was epic.
That was an epic ass. Like, you see the adamantium, you see a skeleton, and he's regenerating as fast as she's ripping him apart. So that was a really cool scene.
It was a perfect scene for him and his powers, and to show what he can go through. He ends up
killing her at the end. But he loves her.
Spoiler alert. He did it for love.
So his next movie, X-Men Origins Wolverine, which I thought was horrible.
Yeah,
I mean,
it was probably the worst one for me. Well, I don't know, because
it's screwed. So first of all, they got screwed over because somebody leaked the movie. I think a month before it was supposed to come out, and it hadn't even been done being edited. So there was like a lot of scenes that had like freaking green screen, which is like really embarrassing. I know Hugh Jackman is really embarrassed about the Origins movie too. He's even like spoken about it.
It was just a bad movie for him.
It was really bad.
It wasn't good.
There was good scenes. I really liked who they got for Sabretooth. He was badass. I did like that they showed that Sabretooth and Wolverine are brothers.
It was a little bit
it had its ups and downs.
It's funny how it went all the way back to when they were children in the beginning.
He had the bone claws.
Yeah, back when
So that one actually, like, what X-Men 2 set up, it kind of finished it.
Mm-hmm.
It showed like how he got the adamantium in it,
which was good, but they could have done it better.
Yeah, I just thought the movie was horrible. It was really bad directing.
Gambit was cool.
I actually like Gambit. I don't think he was used
properly either.
He
was a good actor too.
So it was not one of his best movies. So the next one we got in the
just a cameo.
It's just a cameo on X-Men First Class, which I think is one of the best movies in the series too.
To me, my favorite part of that is Magneto. Yeah, Michael Fassbender is just
Michael Fassbender. You got James McAvoy,
where he's going off on Professor X. In the jet, and he's like, "You were supposed to protect." Dude, that just
bringing him down.
But other than that, it was just a cameo for Wolverine as him. He just denying them, joining them back in the day, right? They wanted him.
So
it's like, fuck.
Yeah, this cameo. They're trying to recruit Wolverine, and they're in a bar, and he's before they even get to like the whole like pitch. They have like this pitch. He's just like, fuck off. He's like smoking my cigar. Just leave me alone.
Yeah.
And that's about it. Like, that's it. Like, so it kind of, it's funny because it shows you that Charles Xavier's met Wolverine before, according to their timeline. Like, they've met before. And, Wolverine probably just doesn't remember. So, next one in the series is the Wolverine.
The main character.
Wolverine going to Japan.
I don't know. That one was probably I don't know. I felt like it was out of sequence with the rest of the movies.
I liked it. It was that that timeline in the Wolverine comics was one of the coolest, most badass. Like when he's in Japan, like it shows you like all the fighting styles that he knows because he's lived for so long.
Yeah, but he doesn't learn. He doesn't.
Yeah, in
train.
the movie they don't
and I think that the idea of him wanting to retire his like gift is understandable, but I didn't like the concept of him going to China and this rich man wants his power. He has a pimp ass chair though. Japan.
Yeah,
he has a pimp ass chair though.
I mean, I liked it, and then the story was good. I just didn't like the villain. Like the ending villain was
with
trash.
The samurai guy.
The silver samurai, and like I felt like the silver samurai was an actual mutant. Like, and they went with the cheap way. They just went with a fucking let's just put him in a robot.
Which is dumb because this is a world of mutants.
Yeah, and he was made out of adamantium apparently, which. I thought adamantium, like somewhere along, I know they said it was done, like there was no more, so I don't know where the hell they got it.
Striker man.
But I mean, it wasn't. it just wasn't as bad as X-Men Origins. I'll tell you that. It was way better than X-Men Origins. I liked it.
To me, there were about like
that train scene is fucking awesome.
Interesting wise to me is in the same region as Origins, but other than that, it's Wolverine.
Yeah, so, and then and I don't know. I felt like it was a big upgrade from X-Men Origins.
Okay.
So his next movie, Days of Future Past,
a movie that fucked up everything.
Basically, I don't think it fucked up. It helped them. It gave them a clean slate. Like they erased everything that happened.
It tripped everybody out though with at the end, huh?
Yeah. Once again, Wolverine's the main character, central character. He's the one going back in time. When in the comics, it was actually Kitty.
That was a more interesting movie for me.
It was really interesting.
The concept of him going back in time
into the 70s.
Yeah, and like getting into his own body and like waking up and realizing that
it was cool. Yeah. He woke up. He didn't have the adamantium.
He had to catch up to everything that happened.
He had the bone claws. So this was before he ran into Stryker.
So it hurt when he got shot.
Yeah. I mean, either way it hurts. Even with that, it still hurts when he gets shot. So I mean, he always had his healing factor, but he didn't have the adamantium claws at this time.
They didn't bounce off as easy.
Yeah, and I mean, it was a really good movie. We had the fucking vacuum-looking Sentinels, the Dyson ball.
What's the little guy? What's the little guy's name? I almost said Stryker.
Fuck.
But we get a preview of early on Stryker when he first gets his glimpse of
Stryker's in the movie. I can't remember the damn doctor's name from Game of Thrones.
But he was an interesting character.
He was interesting too. I didn't care about his height. He was a good actor.
It bothers me, man. It bothers me that such a little young guy has such a strong influence.
I didn't like how they focused on Mystique. I really don't.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't mind her as Mystique. She did good, right?
They're focusing too much on Mystique in those series.
They tried getting, I guess, like their own franchise star besides Wolverine. Yeah. They probably knew that he was coming to an end, and they wanted to start over. But isn't she over with it too? No,
I don't think so. I haven't heard anything, but yeah. So, I mean, Wolverine had a big role in this movie. It was basically like the movie centered around him and Mystique at the same time. But
to me, the reason why it was cool was because it was more of the end of the mutants, which, like. The Wolverine, it was more about between two guys. This was more worldwide, and it was more impacting.
Yeah, it was a wider scope. It was an X-Men film.
Yeah, so that's exactly what I want in an X-Men film.
An X-Men film where Wolverine's taking the reins,
which is good.
That can lead us to his next film, which is his most recent one, X-Men Apocalypse, which he only had a cameo in. So, Days of Future Past kind of ends with Wolverine getting picked up by Stryker, which it was revealed later that it was actually Mystique. So we really don't know what happened there. But in X-Men Apocalypse, he's sort of his cameo is like he's
escaping.
Yeah, he's escaping Stryker's.
Which was pretty cool. It was a nice Easter egg.
The young X-Men
to the comics.
Him, they released him, and he's wearing his old classic Weapon X uniform with the laser eye and the machine.
It's pretty badass.
So I thought that was pretty cool. And then he's that little touching moment with Jean, which is kind of pedophile vibe too, because he's like, "I love you, but you're a damn little." You can see that he knew who she was, even though they technically don't even know who they're supposed to be.
She probably felt his presence.
And like I said, when they changed the timeline. So
everything
that doesn't
changes.
mean that. Remember, Wolverine still couldn't remember what happened, and he's one of the only ones at the end of Days of Future Past who remembers
what happened.
The original.
Him
history.
and X, right?
Yeah, and Professor X. So they're the only ones that remember the original history.
They got to sit down and talk about.
Yeah, it would explain why he was able to recognize Jean. It's like, oh, I know who you are.
Over Starbucks.
So so that was his most recent film.
Until the last
cameo. So now we got the
last
big one, the last stand, the last ride.
Well, let's hope that it's not. What are the possibilities that we'll see him in the Avengers? Spider-Man?
He did say that would be one of the few things that would make him come back.
That's what's like hanging on. Yeah. That's what's like.
That's the one thing they were interviewing him. He's like, if I can be in the Marvel Universe, I'll come back.
That would be amazing.
But other than that, I don't think he's coming out of.
Would you want him in a yellow suit with the Avengers?
That would be cool. That would make sense if he
would be badass.
That or in a Deadpool movie, it'd make sense for him to be in a yellow suit. But Logan is gonna be his final movie. Based off the old Logan comic.
It's
17 years, man.
It was
9 movies. I don't know how you've done it for so long, Hugh.
17 years total. That's what? Almost our entire life. for us. And I don't know, as a kid, that was one of the
That's
first
at least a
early
decade,
on.
you know, a decade.
Because at that time, it was what? Batman, Superman, and him.
Yeah.
It was Batman, Superman, and X-Men.
And then Spider-Man sort of came in
Afterwards, yeah. And it was the beginning of, I guess, where we, you know, besides Batman and Superman,
yeah, it's when, you know, comic movies kind of took over.
Yeah, like when us nerds took.
And you know, man, like just he had such a big influence, and this movie's gonna be really sad because you know it's his last one.
It's crazy to think that he wasn't even gonna be Wolverine.
Yeah.
They had the other guy from Hemlock Grove.
Yeah.
And I see the other guy and I'm like, nah, dude, there's no way he could be Wolverine.
It was destiny, man. Like he is Wolverine.
He's the Brady.
Yeah.
Of comics. Because he was too tall. He was too tall for the role. He was he's Australian.
Yeah.
And Wolverine's supposed to be short and Canadian, right?
Yeah,
right?
short and Canadian. But, I mean, he...
That's awesome.
Now, 17 years later, he's a badass. Like,
you don't picture anybody else.
I can't picture anybody else. I do, like, if he does die at the end of Logan, which I hope he doesn't, but I got a really bad feeling that he is.
It's just like, if he doesn't die, we're always going to be wondering the possibilities of what could be next.
Yeah,
and I think a proper ending for him would be him dying and retiring, passing on his mantle to X-23. You know?
He said multiple times this is his last movie, and we even just a couple of days ago, Patrick Stewart just said that's going to be his last movie, is Professor X.
Oh yeah.
So it's going to be a really emotional movie.
It's probably the last time for Magneto too, since everybody's retired.
Yeah, for us, I guess we want to just say thanks to Hugh. I mean,
appreciate it, man.
We appreciate it. We love what you do with the character.
The reason I like my beard.
I mean, one of the reasons too we started this channel. You gave us a lot of stuff to talk about, and you know,
he's just a classic.
Yeah, you're a classic. You're a mantle up there, and we appreciate everything you did. And I mean, we can't wait to see your movie, man. So yeah, that's it for this. Instead of this one shot segment. Check back, you know, next, we should have a new video up next week, hopefully.
Yeah. Let us know what you think about this.
Yeah, let us know if you like these little one-shots where we focus, you know, on stuff. We're planning on doing one for Iron Fist before the show.
We have one of Power Rangers?
Power Rangers, maybe we even do one. So, yeah, just let us know what you think about this. Comment, please subscribe. We're still trying to get more subscribers.
Follow, like, comment, subscribe, the usual.
Currently, we're on a trend of 1 new subscriber every 3 months.
If we
I don't know what that has to do with.
If we could make it to 30, that would be gladly appreciated.
But yeah, so thanks for tuning in, guys, and we'll see you guys next time.
Peace.